Hi, my name is Mary Wagner. About 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with, and it was a new diagnosis, so it was not something that I had in adolescence. I was diagnosed with adult onset scoliosis. That means curvature of the spine. It came out of the blue. The pain literally changed my life, has absolutely changed the things that I can do. After I was diagnosed, I met with a spine surgeon and he gave me a recommendation. But before we proceeded with that, we were going to try conservative measures. He consulted with a number of spine surgeons, and the global recommendation was they literally wanted to fuse my spine from my thoracic spine, which is below my shoulder blades, to my pelvis. The thought absolutely terrified me. I was in terrified mode for a year. I literally was just living in fear, absolutely living in fear. In addition to pain, significant problems with walking, with balance. A couple of months later, after I had had my MRI, but before I met again with a physician, I was still in panic mode. And we at that point were having prayer outside. And so I went to the prayer tent again, and he asked me, "Is this at L34, L45? And I said, "Well, yeah, how'd you know?" And he asked me if he could place his hand on my back, and I said yes. And he prayed for me, and he prayed for the healing of that area. And one of the, in addition to having the scoliosis, I had a large cyst that had developed within the vertebrae at that level. And that was obviously to me and to the surgeon, that was a key component, because that was causing disruption in my spine. It was pressing on nerves. It was causing extreme pain. And after that prayer, it was within that week, I met with the spine surgeon, and he started talking globally about what we needed to do. And I said, "But what about my MRI? I want to know exactly, explain to me my MRI." And he said, "That cyst is smaller. I think you've bought yourself at least 2 years, maybe 5. And I thought, hey, I'll take that. And I said, but what does that mean? I bought, and he said, "Well, ultimately you will have to have the surgery, but you don't have to have it now." After that day, my fear is gone. I don't feel panic. I feel motivated to do the things that I need to do, that I knew I needed to do anyway. But following that prayer, the cyst is smaller, I'm more motivated, and I have no fear. I think God is working in my life, and I see the changes that He is bringing in my life. And I just praise Him for it. And I know that He's going to bring me through. And I guess that was the bottom line. I finally began to believe God is walking with me through this. Yes, I have adult onset scoliosis. Yes, I'm going to have mobility issues. But God is walking with me through it all. And He is my encourager. He is my hope. He is my salvation. I'm blessed.